Hello, everyone, and welcome to another story time brought to you by me, Miss Sasha. And I am just going to get right on into it, y'all, because I know for those of you who have been watching these read alouds, and you all have been enjoying this book here, JD and the Family Business, written by J. Dillard, illustrated by Akeem S. Roberts, who does the best hair in the family. If you are not caught up, you better get caught up, because today I'm about to read chapter 7, okay? In the last chapter, chapter 6, they realized that the video that they shot in the church was real janky, all right? Meaning it was something that was not shot very well. And so Jessica, this is her sweet spot, okay? This is her area of expertise. She loves to do the editing. So she's like, hey, let me, handle that, all right? So now what we're about to do is we're about to get into chapter 7, okay? Because remember now, they got this YouTube channel and they trying to make it come out with a bang, a pop, a bam. All right, so here we go, chapter 7. Lights, camera, action. On Monday, I interrupted our kitchen table lesson on the Mississippi State bird, flower, animal, and the history of the Mississippi Delta to share an idea for our next video with Vanessa. What do you think about this? I asked. I had written a little script on a piece of paper and slid it to her. The last time I was allowed to use the computer, I had searched for tips on becoming a good YouTuber. And one of the top suggestions was to write out what you wanted to film before you got started. There was even a template that showed me how to do it. If I wanted to be in front of the camera, I couldn't wait for my big sister's permission. I had to write myself in. Vanessa read the script in silence and then turned to me to make a face. "Where's my part?" she asked. "Well, the video you shot in church was all you," I said. "We had no choice in church because no one else could be the director except you. We'll have extra help so we can both be in the next one. The whole point of us doing these videos together is so we can get boys and girls to watch our channel," she said. I still wasn't sure how we could make a good video with the two of us. Wouldn't it be really long? How about we alternate videos? 1 week it's you and 1 week it's me. She didn't look convinced, and I knew I had to think of something else fast. Remember, I left my job at Heart & Son for this. If no one starts watching our channel, I'm going to go back to work, period. I don't want to be behind my friends in their comic collections. I crossed my arms at the end for emphasis. Vanessa sighed. "Fine," she said. "My first video with Jessica and Lisa is already up, and this week we'll add your idea. But don't forget who started this whole YouTube channel. And don't you forget that you got this whole hair idea from me. I won the great barber battle. I always did my own hair," she said, "even before you were born." We were getting pretty loud, and Granddad called for quiet from the other room. "Okay, kids, I think you need a pop quiz." I didn't even have time to figure out how he snuck up behind us before he asked, "What's the state flower and animal? In that order, please, JD." I took a deep breath. I had spent all morning writing my script. "The state flower is the magnolia. The state animal is the owl." Vanessa cringed. "No, JD. The state animal is the white-tailed deer," Granddad said. "Now, what's going on here that made you miss such an easy question?" Vanessa and I were both quiet. "You'll have to stay inside for an extra hour tomorrow with homemade flashcards," Granddad said. He headed back to the living room, probably to continue his soap operas. "Serves you right, JD," Vanessa said. "Whatever," I replied. "Now, do you want to get everybody together to shoot this video or not? We'll see who ends up getting the most views." To seal the deal, we shook on it. Later in the day, we gathered our friends on the back porch and explained our idea for the video. "Huh?" Eddie said. "I thought you called me over here to practice new throws." Eddie spent most of his free time playing football. "Maybe if you learn how to do videos, you can upload your own football highlights," I said. With that, Eddie was in. I'm missing Minecraft for this, Jordan said. Minecraft was Jordan's new favorite thing to do. Jordan, you always said you wanted to learn how to make your own movies. This can be your start as a director or producer. Me and Xavier will be your actors, I said. I knew my friend, and I knew this would get him excited. Here's the script I wrote this morning. I handed him a piece of notebook paper. Not only did Jessica have a stand for her iPhone, she even had attachments for sound and could angle the camera however she wanted. The daylight made the video extra clear. I set up my barber chair and asked Xavier to have a seat. Hey, JD, I think you should make some changes to your script, Jordan said. I wonder if Jordan was trying to give me a hard time. He was one of the main reasons I started cutting my own hair. When my mom tried to give me a fade and messed up my hairline, he told so many jokes. Look what I did. Jordan handed the paper back to me with notes and some lines crossed out. It's either that or the winner gets to choose his own style for you to do, Jordan said. That adds a challenge. Jordan was right. I knew he'd have great ideas, but I wanted to show off my ruler technique. I walked over to Xavier and showed him the new script. Do you think you can act surprised? I asked him. What? You mean like this? Xavier put his hand over his chest and started fanning himself like he just won the lottery. It was too much, but it worked. That gave me an idea for Eddie. Eddie, I need you to be real dramatic when you don't win, like fall on the ground or something. Got it. Eddie went down just like when he takes sacks on the field. It was hilarious. Take one. Jessica, roll tape, Jordan yelled out, clapping his hands together like he was using a real movie director's board. I handed Jordan one of my Tuskegee University baseball caps. Inside, it had strips of blank paper since we already knew who the winner would be. Turn to the camera, JD, say your name, and try to follow the script, he said. I'm JD Jones, a.k.a. JD the Kid Barber, and I'm the best barber in Meridian, Mississippi. Today, I am going to cut a high-top fade. I closed my eyes, reached into the hat, and pulled out a paper. The winner of the free haircut is my friend Xavier. Xavier pumped his fists in the air and strutted over to claim his prize as Eddie crumpled to the ground in fake agony. I had asked Vanessa to be in charge of the props for this video. Vanessa tossed me a hairdryer. A dryer with a comb attached would make Xavier's hair stand up really high. Xavier had a lot of hair. After I blew his hair up into a tall square puff, I created my guideline, faded his hair, and then edged him up. When I was done, I checked if his high top was even. I pulled out the ruler that I used for school and laid it on top to make sure it was even all the way across. It was perfect. Now, big sister assistant, I said, changing my voice to sound like a football announcer, pass me my set of art pencils. I don't know why my voice came out like that, but I went with it. I didn't really follow my script either. It was like everything changed when the camera turned on. I'm not your assistant. Vanessa rolled her eyes as she handed me the pencils. I carved the word styling into the back of Xavier's head and alternated the colors crimson and gold, Tuskegee University colors. Voila, I said. I'm JD, the Kid Barber, and that was another perfect cut. Jordan and Eddie jumped up and down and patted me on the back and head. They gave me high fives like I had just scored a pick 6. Okay, I'm stopping the video before I run out of memory, Jessica said. And Jordan, directors are not supposed to jump into the movie? Jordan wouldn't stop jumping though. Vanessa sighed loudly and then laughed when Jordan bumped into her. I'm going to go home and edit this with my mom, Jessica said. I'll call you tomorrow when it's finished. I had done it. I had made my first YouTube video. Oh man, I wonder how many views I'll get, Vanessa, I said to her as Jessica sprinted off the back porch. Well, we'll see how many I get when I make my next one with me front and center again. Oh boy, here we go, y'all. Oh my goodness. Once again, another dope chapter. And y'all see how they are just working together. I just love that. And of course, Vanessa and JD. Oh my goodness. What are they going to do, y'all? It's just this constant tugging and battle. But y'all know how it is, especially you got siblings, right? You know exactly what they're dealing with. Well, I hope you tune in again for the next chapter, all right? We're going into chapter 8 again of this awesome book. And make sure you like, subscribe, and share. I'm Miss Sasha. Take care. Read for at least 30 minutes a day. Peace.